Have you ever wondered what happens after we close our eyes and leave this world behind? Is it truly an endless ending, or could it be the beginning of a new journey? Behind every story, every belief, and the near-death experiences shared by countless people, does something real lie beyond what we can see? Questions about life after death have intrigued humanity for thousands of years. Each person, each culture, and each religion has its own answers, but has anyone truly captured the truth? We often hear about scientific theories and modern physics attempting to explain this phenomenon, suggesting that life is merely a process of physical and chemical reactions in the brain. Yet alongside these theories, there are stories, near-death experiences from those who have returned from the edge of life and death. Many share visions of light, reunions with loved ones, or even transcendent experiences that words cannot fully capture. The question of life after death reveals mysteries that run deep, intersecting both science and spirituality, but never fully uniting them. Modern science offers intriguing explanations such as the multiverse theory or quantum mechanics, while spiritual beliefs, ranging from Tibetan Buddhism and Hinduism to countless other beliefs worldwide, hold that there is indeed an existence beyond death, a realm where the soul is purified, continues its cycle of reincarnation, or reaches liberation. This contrast between scientific reasoning and spiritual beliefs only deepens our curiosity. Is it all just an ending, or is there another world waiting behind the mysterious veil? This world might be an entirely unfamiliar dimension, or a parallel reality, one that's familiar yet viewed from a new perspective. Throughout history, numerous cultures have recorded their beliefs about life after death through ancient texts, from the Book of the Dead of ancient Egypt to the rituals of the Aztecs and the chants of Hinduism and Buddhism. Each culture holds unique visions of life on the other side. In today's modern society, as science continues to analyze many aspects of existence, the question of life after death remains unanswered. Yet this opens a doorway for us to explore, even to find meaning in existence itself through these ancient stories and perspectives. To delve deeper into these ideas, we'll explore both scientific and spiritual sides. Scientists have theories about end-of-life brain activity, suggesting that the brain releases chemicals to produce vivid experiences in the final moments. On the other hand, near-death stories from those who have died and come back offer emotional, mysterious glimpses of encounters with loved ones, visions of warm light, or sensations of being enveloped in boundless love. And if you're as intrigued by this topic as we are, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Join us as we uncover the mysteries of the afterlife, exploring the seemingly impossible yet profoundly captivating questions that keep us all wondering. Starting with this video, let us help you explore answers to the questions you may have always carried within. The mystery of life after death has fascinated and puzzled humanity for thousands of years. Does our consciousness continue after the body ceases to function? Or is it simply the end? This question has sparked debate not only among scientists, but also in theology and philosophy. From a scientific viewpoint, there are some notable theories regarding life after death, focusing on the mechanics of consciousness and what might happen when our bodies shut down. Some neuroscientists believe that consciousness is merely the product of chemical reactions in the brain, and when these functions cease, consciousness also ceases. However, certain modern studies in quantum physics open a different perspective. Some researchers suggest that consciousness might exist independently of the body, and when the body stops functioning, this consciousness could persist in another form. Studies of near-death experiences also provide intriguing evidence. People who have been through clinical death often recount vivid experiences, such as feelings of leaving the body, seeing deceased relatives, or sensing unity with a powerful source of light. While these experiences have yet to be scientifically proven, they hint at the possibility that there is more to consciousness than we currently understand. It's not only science that grapples with the notion of life after death. Philosophers from both East and West have long questioned the nature of existence and the soul's potential for survival beyond death. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato believed in the immortality of the soul and its journey through multiple lives. Similarly, Eastern philosophers like Lao Tzu and the Buddha emphasized reincarnation, viewing life and death as parts of a natural cycle. However, modern philosophers often approach the topic with more skepticism. Some argue that consciousness cannot exist outside the brain, as all experiences and perceptions arise from neural interactions. Yet, philosophers who study phenomenology argue that consciousness might be a unique phenomenon, not entirely dependent on physical matter, and that death could be merely a shift in state. The question of life after death has sparked profound and diverse debates. It's a subject that likely will always evoke contrasting opinions, inspiring us to continue seeking answers about the nature of our own being and what might lie beyond the end of this life. Near-death experiences, NDEs, are mysterious phenomena reported by people who have been on the brink of life and death. Many who have gone through these experiences describe surreal occurrences, such as feeling as if they are floating above their bodies, encountering a bright light, feeling a profound sense of peace, or even seeing loved ones who have passed on. These experiences can feel powerfully real and bring a deep sense of connection and comfort, even though the individual knows they are near death. NDEs typically occur in situations where a person faces life-threatening events or is declared clinically dead. During such moments, some report the sensation of leaving their bodies, observing themselves from above, and even watching the medical staff working to revive them. This often leads to an experience of moving toward an intense yet warm and welcoming light. In this state, feelings of fear and anxiety seem to dissolve, replaced by a sense of calm and peace that is both overwhelming and comforting. Remarkably, people from different backgrounds, ages, and belief systems report strikingly similar details in their NDEs. One of the most intriguing aspects of NDEs is the surprising consistency in these accounts, despite the vast diversity in cultural backgrounds and historical periods. Whether from different countries, belief systems, or walks of life, people describe remarkably similar details: a brilliant light, a sensation of floating, and encounters with deceased loved ones. These shared elements raise the question of whether NDEs might represent a doorway to an afterlife or offer evidence that consciousness might continue beyond physical death. Scientific evidence and theories. Modern science has made efforts to understand NDEs from a physiological and psychological perspective. Some neuroscientists suggest that NDEs may simply be the result of biochemical and neurological processes that occur when the brain is under extreme stress. In life-threatening situations, the brain might release large amounts of chemicals, triggering hallucinations, a sensation of separation from the body, and a profound sense of calm. Others believe that a lack of oxygen to the brain may cause neurons to misfire, producing the surreal images and sensations described in NDEs. Yet, there remain aspects of NDEs that science has difficulty explaining. People who recover from these experiences sometimes describe events or details that they would have only seen if they had been observing from outside their own bodies, such as accurately describing their own resuscitation or recounting events that occurred while they were clinically unconscious. These accounts raise the possibility that consciousness might, in some cases, operate independently of brain activity. NDEs continue to captivate researchers and the public alike, as there are still many unknowns about these remarkable experiences. The strange consistencies between NDE reports worldwide add to the mystery, prompting the question: Are NDEs a gateway to an existence beyond death, or merely the brain's final illusions? Spiritual and religious beliefs about the afterlife. Throughout history, various religions and cultures have proposed unique views on the nature of life after death, each offering distinct perspectives on what awaits us beyond this world. These beliefs reflect deep-seated cultural values, ethical guidelines, and the mysteries of the unknown. In Buddhism, death is not an endpoint, but a transition into a new state of existence. According to Buddhist teachings, our next life is shaped by karma, the accumulation of our actions and moral conduct. Buddhists believe in samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, where individuals are continually reborn until they achieve enlightenment. This view encourages ethical living, as one's future life state depends on their present actions. It also offers a framework for understanding the importance of compassion, kindness, and mindfulness as pathways to lessen suffering in future lives. The belief in rebirth brings a sense of continuity, suggesting that each lifetime offers new opportunities to progress spiritually. For many, the concept of heaven and hell serves as a moral compass and a reminder of the spiritual consequences of earthly actions. In Christianity, for instance, it is believed that a soul's eternal destiny is determined by faith and actions, leading to either eternal life with God in heaven or separation in hell. Islam similarly holds that individuals will be judged by their deeds on the Day of Judgment, leading them to paradise or damnation. These beliefs emphasize accountability, shaping moral and ethical conduct with the assurance of divine justice. Such views impact adherents deeply, influencing their choices and reinforcing the significance of mercy, faith, and charity as crucial virtues in life. Many ancient cultures held vibrant, intricate views on the afterlife, reflecting their perceptions of the world and the supernatural. The ancient Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife where the soul would face judgment before Osiris, the god of the dead. If deemed worthy, the soul would live in the field of reeds, an idyllic place resembling a perfected version of earthly life. The ancient Greeks envisioned the soul's journey to the underworld, ruled by Hades, where the righteous might dwell in the Elysian fields, while others faced different fates based on their earthly actions. The Mayans, Aztecs, and various other ancient civilizations held similar beliefs in a spirit world, often tied to their deities and cosmic forces. Together, these varied perspectives on the afterlife underscore humanity's timeless quest to understand what lies beyond death. These views not only shape ethical codes, but also provide comfort, purpose, and hope for what might await beyond life's end, fostering a sense of connection to the infinite and the divine. The presence of souls, myth or reality. Throughout history, humans have been captivated by stories of the supernatural and the idea that the soul persists after death. From ghost sightings to eerie encounters, many have questioned, do spirits really exist, or is it all just a product of our imagination? Let's explore the intriguing world of soul presence, examining ghost stories, paranormal phenomena, and psychological explanations. Countless people across the world have reported encounters with the spirits of deceased loved ones. Whether it's a family member appearing in a dream or a sighting of a figure in an old haunted house, these experiences often leave individuals questioning what they've seen. Some locations are famously known for being spiritually charged, sites where unexplained events, strange noises, and spectral apparitions are frequently reported. These places have become synonymous with the idea that the souls of the dead linger, unable to move on. From the mysterious ghost ships of the seas to haunted castles and battlefields, the legends are endless. Are these just elaborate myths passed down through generations, or are they glimpses into a deeper, spiritual reality? Throughout time, people have had strange and unexplained encounters with what they believe are souls of the departed. Experiences with Ouija boards, for example, have been a subject of fascination for many. Some claim that by using the board, they can communicate with spirits, receiving messages or warnings from beyond. Other encounters are more personal: visions, whispers, and even direct conversations with those who have passed away. These occurrences often raise the question, could these be genuine encounters with the soul, or are they the product of our subconscious minds? Psychologists offer a different perspective, suggesting that the phenomena of encountering spirits or hearing voices from the deceased could stem from the grieving process. When individuals experience deep loss or emotional distress, their minds may create these experiences as a coping mechanism. The mind, in its search for comfort and meaning, might conjure up visions of departed loved ones to ease the pain of separation. Cognitive scientists propose that these supernatural experiences could be the brain's way of dealing with the uncertainty and fear of death, projecting comforting or familiar images to help us face the unknown. Whether seen as myth or reality, the question of the soul's presence continues to captivate humanity. The experiences of those who have encountered the supernatural challenge our understanding of life and death, raising fundamental questions about what exists beyond our physical reality. Is the soul real, or is it simply a concept our minds invent to ease the fears of mortality? The debate between the mystical and the psychological continues, leaving us pondering one of the greatest mysteries of existence: reincarnation, evidence and questions. The idea of reincarnation, the belief that the soul is reborn into a new body after death, has fascinated people across different cultures for centuries. The concept offers profound implications for our understanding of life and death. But is there any evidence to support this belief? Let's dive into some remarkable cases, scientific studies, and explore the deeper meanings behind reincarnation. One of the most compelling areas of research into reincarnation comes from children who claim to remember past lives. These memories, often vivid and detailed, seem to defy logical explanations. In many cases, children recount specific events, locations, and even names from lives they could not possibly have known about. Some children have described experiences and circumstances with such accuracy that it leads researchers to question whether reincarnation could truly be at play. For example, a child might recognize a house they've never visited or identify people they've never met, but somehow claim to have known in a previous life. These stories, though anecdotal, have captured the curiosity of those interested in exploring the boundaries between life, death, and rebirth. The pioneering work of Dr. Ian Stevenson, a Canadian psychiatrist, brought global attention to the scientific study of reincarnation. Dr. Stevenson documented over 2,500 cases of children who reported memories of past lives. In his book, 20 Cases Suggestive of Reincarnation, he meticulously collected accounts of children from various countries who seemed to recall experiences from a previous existence. These children often provided details about their supposed former lives, such as family members' names, occupations, or even events that occurred before they were born. While these cases do not provide definitive proof of reincarnation, they raise significant questions about the nature of consciousness and whether it could transcend a single lifetime. Stevenson's work has been followed by other researchers, such as Dr. Jim Tucker, who continue to explore these cases in an attempt to understand this extraordinary phenomenon. What then does the belief in reincarnation mean for us? The concept offers a perspective on life that is far more expansive than the one-time existence most people accept. For many, reincarnation suggests that life is not just about living once and dying, but rather an ongoing process of spiritual evolution. The idea that we may have lived before and will live again challenges the notion of death as an end. Instead, it encourages us to reflect on the choices we make in this lifetime. The idea of reincarnation can teach us about the impermanence of life and how our actions, thoughts, and karma shape our future experiences, both in this life and potentially the next. Reincarnation raises fundamental questions about the purpose of life, urging us to think about why we are here, what we are meant to learn, and how we can grow spiritually. It suggests that our soul's journey may be far longer and more intricate than we imagine, offering an opportunity for profound transformation and understanding as we move through different lifetimes. In the end, whether one believes in reincarnation or not, the stories, research, and ideas surrounding it offer rich insights into the mysteries of existence and the human experience. The belief in reincarnation invites us to view life through a broader, more interconnected lens, giving us an opportunity to reflect on our actions, purpose, and the greater meaning of our lives. The afterlife, different realms of existence. The question of what happens after death has intrigued humanity for millennia. Many religions and spiritual traditions have their own unique interpretations of the afterlife, from the blissful paradise of heaven to the suffering of hell. But could these realms be more symbolic of our state of consciousness than physical locations? Let's explore different perspectives on the afterlife and the realms that are believed to exist beyond this life. In many religious traditions, the concepts of heaven and hell are seen as places where souls go after death, based on their actions during their earthly life. Christianity, Islam, and other monotheistic religions describe heaven as a paradise, a place of eternal happiness and closeness to the divine, while hell is portrayed as a place of punishment for the wicked. These concepts are often depicted in vivid imagery: golden gates and flowing rivers of light for heaven, and fiery pits and endless suffering for hell. However, some interpretations suggest that these realms may not be physical places at all. Rather, heaven and hell could represent different states of consciousness, the mental and emotional conditions that souls experience after death. Heaven might symbolize a state of inner peace, love, and alignment with divine energy, while hell could be a reflection of guilt, regret, or unresolved negative emotions. Could it be that these realms are more about our inner states than about geographical locations in an afterlife? In some spiritual traditions, particularly in Buddhism, there is the belief in intermediate realms, places where the soul may dwell temporarily before moving on to its next incarnation. In Buddhism, this is referred to as the bardo, a liminal space between death and rebirth. The bardo is seen as a place where the soul goes through various stages of consciousness, sometimes facing challenges and obstacles that reflect the karma accumulated in the previous life. The idea of intermediate realms challenges the common notion that the afterlife is simply a binary choice between heaven and hell. Instead, it suggests that the journey after death is more complex, with the soul navigating through various stages before reaching its final destination, whether that's reincarnation, enlightenment, or another form of spiritual progression. These realms are believed to be temporary states where the soul continues its development until it is ready for its next phase. Beyond the immediate stages of the afterlife, there are also theories that the soul, once it leaves the physical body, may enter a higher realm where it continues to evolve and grow. The spirit world is often seen as a place where souls can learn, reflect, and gain wisdom before returning to the cycle of life. This concept aligns with ideas found in reincarnation and certain New Age beliefs, where the afterlife is not seen as an end, but as a continuous journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Some believe that in the spirit world, souls can process their experiences, heal unresolved emotions, and continue to evolve before they choose to return to the physical realm in a new body. This view proposes that the afterlife is not static, but is instead a dynamic process where the soul's consciousness evolves over time. As such, the spirit world can be seen as a space of development, a place where souls prepare for their next life with greater understanding and awareness. The idea of multiple realms in the spirit world suggests that the afterlife is far more intricate than a simple dichotomy of reward and punishment. It raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness and the soul's journey, inviting us to consider that life and death may be part of an ongoing process of growth and transformation. Ultimately, the concept of the afterlife offers us an opportunity to reflect on our existence, our purpose, and what lies beyond this life. Whether one views these realms as metaphysical spaces, states of consciousness, or symbolic representations of our inner journey, they continue to inspire deep reflection on the mysteries of life and death. A comprehensive view, the truth about life after death, that will change your perception. Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the veil of death? For centuries, humanity has been captivated by the mystery of the afterlife, a realm that has yet to be fully understood. Despite the countless theories, spiritual beliefs, and scientific research that have attempted to unlock this enigma, the truth remains elusive. But perhaps, in the very act of seeking answers, we uncover something just as profound, a deeper understanding of our own existence. What if contemplating life after death could fundamentally shift the way we perceive the world around us and our purpose within it? This exploration invites us to embrace a perspective that is open-minded, respectful of all beliefs, and grounded in the idea that each person's experience of life and death is unique. We may never fully grasp the mysteries of the afterlife, but by considering the possibilities, whether through spiritual, philosophical, or scientific lenses, we can gain invaluable insights into the nature of our existence. Through this journey, we are encouraged to ask ourselves, what is the purpose of life, and how can we live in a way that prepares us for whatever comes next? By contemplating our mortality, we not only confront the inevitable, but are also given the opportunity to live with greater clarity, wisdom, and intention. Life after death may remain an enigma, but in our pursuit to understand it, we are granted something extraordinary, the power to live more meaningfully. By exploring the possibilities, challenging our perceptions, and delving into the mysteries of existence, we can discover the motivation to connect with our deepest selves and create a life we won't regret. The journey may not have all the answers, but it is the search itself that enriches our understanding of who we are and what truly matters.